Hey, what's up, everyone? Sorry this video got a bit delayed. I was feeling a bit under the weather. Mostly just honestly slept the past day. Fortunately, doesn't seem like I have COVID, just a stomach bug. So let's hop into it. As you can see, we got about 9 hours left into the season. We're currently sitting at rank 9. Pretty cool. It's honestly like my first month actually attempting to ladder. Like I've never really... I've hit like mythic limited like once, just 1 month. I was bored. I played a little bit, but was a long holdout on MTGO. Finally switched over to Arena in order to start pumping out videos, get back on the grind a little bit. So would be kind of sick if in our first month we could finish rank 1. Haven't even really played that much, honestly. Just in the few sessions I've put in, I've been winning a lot. And the deck we've been winning with is still just red black Arcanist deck. After today, I'm gonna start playing more standard, invest in like the new stuff, but this has been working for us. Figured finish out like the little series I guess I've been doing with it, and trying to actually see if we can finish #1 in the world. So as you can see though, with the new set, we do have a pretty big addition. I've literally I played about 15 matches the other day, managed to win them all. And the new additions to the list are, we got Valki. This card's honestly been insane for me. It's really good. It's kind of exactly what the deck wants. It works perfectly with the plan of you're kind of shredding their hand apart already, so it's pretty easy to clear away. You get to normally nab their best threat. Perfect against... it honestly just works so good in the deck. I've been so happy with it. We get to claim the Firstborn too, which is one of the weakest cards in the deck. It was very situational, and we basically just played it as Uro insurance, but Valki actually lines up very well against Uro because you can frequently go like turn 1 discard spell, hit the removal spell, turn 2 Valki, nab their Uro, turn 3 you're cleared the way already, you make an Uro, and then you just run away with the game because you're attacking with an Uro on turn 3, and that's literally... the card's insane for a reason. It's also nice that against Graveyard Hate, which this deck can fold to a lot, it sort of gives you an out. Basically, just... because a lot of the games against Graveyard, you can still like trade. Like you have a lot of discards, you'll rip their hand apart and stuff. You'll be able to deal with a couple threats, but then you just never really get anything going because the deck's very reliant on the Graveyard to actually gain card advantage, to end the game. Like you can't Croak, so you can't Arcanist to put the game away, you can't Luris. So, but if you can sort of delay the game by ripping their hand apart, and you could kill their stuff still, then you get to stick a Valki. Even like if the deck's a bit neutered by like a Rest in Peace or something, you're still going to win. Honestly, what's actually useful too is it can even exile Cage, because the -3 hits an artifact too, so that's quite nice. The other big addition is the Pathway. The deck is pretty color intensive, just with Croakso, a lot of 1-mana colored spells, so having an extra dual end's been really nice. Less stuff coming into play tapped, which is a pretty big deal because you're looking to do stuff. But you're going to use most of your mana. You always have cards and you always have cheap spells. So you're using your mana a lot. So having this has also been a nice addition. So been pretty happy with the list so far. And don't quite want to tweak anything. But let's hop into it. Yeah, so the cards that I was playing with, the 2 Clan, the Firstborn, and the 4th Young Pyromancer. And so far I've liked the way I've done it. But open to making some changes. Let's hop into it. I'm on a nice little winning streak right now. I seem to win a lot more off recording. Like I really don't even play that much. I just happen to win when I do. I think I still got to get a little bit used to playing while trying to be a little bit entertaining and at least just constantly talking at the same time too. So probably been playing a little bit worse on while recording, which may contribute to our slightly worse record, but win the Diral, it's always a good start. This hand's great. Get on Pathway. Any hand that just, I think I've maybe said this in a video before, but any hand that just leads on Supplier is just so good. It's always perfect for the deck. It just finds so many cards. Alright, that's a nice one. Looks like we're playing against Sultai. Good matchup, good hand for Sultai too, honestly. I'm so happy to get to claim the Firstborns out of the deck. Like they were a little bit necessary just because they're good in this matchup against like Uro and this and stuff, but I really don't think you need it. Nice, and looks like we're gonna... First game, we're gonna live the dream. They currently don't have an answer. They have 2 draws because they can like Growth Spiral into. Although actually, if they can't like Growth Spiral into push, they would need to find another untapped black source to do it. So let's see if we can get a nice free win. I actually in the matches I played, this literally only happened to me once, just because I didn't really play against Sultai much, but I think maybe like one of the matches was. One matchup I didn't play against that was a bit of a hard matchup before, and I don't really think gets fixed at all, is Jund Sacrifice. But aside from that, I'm pretty happy to play against everything. So, if that turns out to be the case too, now that if we shared up enough other matchups, maybe we can make some adjustments to the deck in order to shore up that matchup too. That's a good thing about a deck like this, is it's very like malleable for what matchups you expect to face. Alright, and we got an Uro, I think. Should be pretty simple from here, even hit the land. Not gonna play this. One thing that would potentially be awkward for us here is if they Growth Spiral into Extinction Event, so I'd rather just hold up the Village Rites. Because the way clone effects do work, so it does actually alter the mana cost too, while it's in play. So Naming Odd would not nuke everything if we also played this. Looks like they hit it too, but it's not too bad for us, honestly. We can even set it up again since we have the second one. Claim it back too. Alright. Villaging Rites doesn't do anything on this because they get the Uro back. So, yeah, we actually can't claim it back. But if we didn't have this, I would sack this, and then we could claim it back. But we have the other one, so may as well dig for like a Croxa. Find the Croxa. I'll probably still go with Valki next turn because we have 5 mana, so we can Valki and Uro, and it takes the Uro out of their hand, and then on the following turn, we'll be able to... Well, I guess actually we don't have this claim in yard. How do I want to do this? I'm still going to do this turn, and then even if it's not next turn, like next turn we might just like this and Spark Harvest. But I'd rather do the Valki now. 1, to just rip their aura, and 2, we can set this up with claim Flashback of Fame at a later point. So we'll do it this way. Alright, take the Uro again. We should probably just do this now, play around like Fatal Push, and we can't really hold up anything, like our hand sorcery speed, so... You can see why I'm so high on this card. I think it's going to be a massive player, and definitely standard too. I have some lists I like with it. I like it in addition to Rogues, which is the deck I've been playing the most. That's a list I want to try out soon. I have some cool brews with it too that you guys can all check out soon. Also, even like it in Modern. I've seen people playing Legacy too, because you can like Brainstorm, Shardless Agent, Modern. I think it could be a thing in John with Bloodbraid Elf, and it's also, again, Modern's huge. Uro's huge in Modern, so... Here, how do we want to do this? So we could Spark Harvest this and attack the Nissa, but considering they're at 6, I kind of like just Spark Harvesting the Nissa, and we're going to get at them for 6, and then flashback this Croxa too, probably. Guess I should attack first, but For some reason, yeah, they're just going to concede. Alright, Sultai. Definitely bringing these. Board like this. Pretty close to how I used to board. Yep. Definitely gonna do an in-depth article on this deck. I think my idea is I'm gonna do like a normal article on the deck, but I'm gonna try and get some friends to play like the top matchups. So I'm gonna basically do an article with this deck where I'm gonna essentially just break it down matchup by. I'm gonna break down like the core of the deck, what it's trying to do, some tips and tricks on it. Then I want to break it down by matchups, and then in each sort of matchup section, I actually want to include also a video and where I'll get one of my friends to play against me. So for like the popular matchups, there'll be like a section for it, like a guide on how to board. You can watch me play the match. I'll talk about some common stuff that comes up, and you can even see it in action. I feel like that would be one of the most informative ways to do it. You can check that out on my Patreon. I'll put the link in the description. Only $6 a month for the most basic tier. You can be a Peter Ingram. This hand's fine. Not the best, but we're gonna keep it. Bedevil's really good in the matchup. Village Rites, Dread Hurricanus. Hopefully we can find like a supplier. But yeah, this deck's definitely the real deal. I think it was already a little bit outside of, like, it was good, but a little not quite in like the best tier of decks. But I do think the Valki edition actually makes it a very real competitor going forward. Would like to find a way to shore up the that's a good draw. Would like to find a way to shore up the sacrifice matchup a bit, but aside from that, I really like most of my matchups. All right, so this is a bit interesting. Probably take the push. We have Bedevil to answer the cage. Push is the cleanest because they're not going to be able to Aether Gust right away, so they're going to have to take like another turn off Aether Gusting, then we're just going to replay it. Extinction Event's going to be a bit slow. We could probably nab it up with the Thoughtseize. So I'm going to take Fatal Push. They'll probably get an island here, presumably, unless they picked up another land. Alright, play the cage. Next turn we'll Bedevil the cage, they'll Aether Gust this, and then we'll probably just do this again after. A little bit of a decision. I think we're going to throw it back on top. We have 2 1-mana spells in the graveyard. Just happy to draw any action at this point. Just get the game going a bit. They don't really have a clean answer too. They'll have to draw another land, and if they want to waste their Extinction Event and just their Arcanist, that makes me more than happy. Do it now. Don't want to get it like gusted or able to counter. Killing cage is very important, so. That's annoying. What are you gonna do? Pretty full yard already. Only single green and the swamp though. It's not the worst. They'll probably Extinction Event. It's a little annoying. But we're okay. We're gonna have to deal with it eventually. Ooh, that's a nice pickup. Alright. What do we want to do with it? I think we're just gonna hit the Uro, then Luris. Then we can decide what we want to do this with later. We can either draw a card, and if we want to get that going with Luris, or we can nuke the art if they like go for another Uro. So we can just have it sit in play for now. Probably end up drawing a card because we can get it back with Luris, and we just want to find some action. Now we'll supply here because I don't really want to play the Loris until we can get some guaranteed value off it. So that plays a lot of removal. We'll do this. Alright, now what? I'm going to draw a card. So like I said, even if they go for another Earl, then we'll just Loris back the... Yeah, you guys get it. Okay spot for us. Definitely think we're favored, but string of fortunate draws on either person's side will definitely probably determine this game. Alright. I pick up the arrow again. Not particularly a big deal though. We have the Loris. It would be really annoying if they have like Tails End. Hopefully they don't. Yeah, I don't know how we'd play around that right now either, so... Ooh, they have... Damn, do they really have the Tails End? Alright, nice. I got kinda... It gave them like a window, like they potentially had a response they could make, but it gets through. Probably just like it means they have like a fatal push or something. Yeah, it definitely seems like push. Be a little careful about turning Revolt on, I guess. Alright, that's annoying. None we can do. Could crack this in response. Hopefully find Village Rights and sack this. Gives us a lot of looks for Croaks. I think we're going to do that because we're probably going to crack this anyway. We're looking for action. We've already got rid of 2 arrows. Village Rights. Alright, not the worst though. Hopefully finds us a Croxa. Alright, that's a good one too. Still no Croxa. How do we want to do this? Alright. Just play this. We'll pass. Still in pretty good shape. I like our position. 2 arrows gone. We have a clean answer in this. Hopefully we don't get like the thoughts used away or something, but even that wouldn't be the worst. Because hopefully get on tap with the Sarcanus, like Village Rights, get Village Rights going. Again, finding the Croaks would be really nice. Alright, not the worst. We have the Eliminate. We're down to 1 land. We think they have a push though. Ooh, alright, let's just knock their hand out. Perfect. I guess the push wouldn't make sense. They would have pushed over Eliminate there, probably. Alright, we take it down. Alright, go back down to 8. I think the lowest I've been was 7. I stopped playing at 8 the other day, then I checked it for a little bit. So, it actually moved up a spot, but then hopped back on. We're at 9. Not sure how long it's going to take. Ideally, just going to keep playing and winning. Definitely plan on trying to run it down to 1. Not sure how many videos I might need to break it up into, but we'll see how it all works out. I'm trying to. If you guys want to let me know in the comments, like what like the ideal video length for you guys would be. I'd be happy to make longer videos. I don't really have much of a problem playing for longer. Most people I talked to said they try and shoot for like an hour when they make videos. So, but would be happy to hear input from people who actually watch. So, I don't know if you guys like to just skim for matchups. If you like to just skim to see how I sideboard. Honestly, if you like to throw it on in the background while you do stuff, or if you're like heavily engaged. Alright, on the play again. 83%. Hopefully I don't lose this one. That would probably be a big tank. Alright. We're going to keep this. Hand's a little action light. This is like an engineered deck, a little like a release synergy deck. You sort of need your pieces to fall together. We're missing some pieces, but I think it's got enough going for it, and we would only really need to pick up like one threat to make it work. Like Arcanus would be really good for this hand. Yeah, we'll keep Stitcher Spire. Would definitely be the best draw, as it frequently is. Gonna go ahead and keep it though. A tough keep. Like if you haven't played this deck, this might seem like a pretty easy keep, just like lots of lands and spells, seemingly a game plan, but I actually think it's pretty close. Something to really be looking out for when you do play this deck, because you really need to make sure like the pieces actually go together. We don't have Thoughtseize. I see like enough game 1 cages, enough probably good turn 1 plays that I'd rather just get this. Going. There's definitely a hand I could see waiting on Thoughtseize too. Honestly, if they develop our mana a little bit better to make sure we stumble less. Sort of just we don't really know what we're doing yet too, so a lot of times you want to wait to your Thoughtseize to use it to sort of disrupt how your opponent plans on interacting with you, like your game plan. So a lot of times you sort of want to hold it till you know what you actually want to do, but there's enough that can like go wrong sometimes that I think I'm just gonna do it here. Well, I'm definitely committed here, but again, a little bit of a tougher play. I think I like firing off here. I hate getting game 1 caged. It happens a surprising amount. Enough like powerful cards that I'm happy to just rip something too, while sometimes it would be better to hold it. Hopefully that made sense. Meaning there's enough powerful cards like just in the format in general. I'll probably don't normally be too upset to take something out of their 7. Alright. A little interesting here. I've never played this matchup. I feel like this would be really... Maybe we just take this. I wish I had a little bit more time. I sort of tanked on that a lot. My first instinct would be just to take the Fairy because it's so good. But like we have this... Yeah, alright. We're just going to take the 9 lives. I've never played against this deck ever. So, any sort of 9 lives deck. But normally when a card is named after... A deck is named after a card, it's generally a good Thoughtseize target. Seems like this might be a tricky matchup. Kind of sucks. I really don't want to lose to it. Not that I ever want to lose, but it's kind of nice. We'll probably end up using that. Yeah, we could shock to put the Loris into our hand. I think that's what we're gonna do. Just use our mana efficiently. A little too early to like count on this being good later in the game. Like it probably will be, but we have plenty of time before we get to that portion of the game. Also, a little less reliant is this on like a Haymaker now, with also having Valki as like a good late mana Haymaker, like when you start flooding out. What Thoughtseize here? Hopefully, don't get countered. We'd be pretty happy to take this to Fairy. It'll be a little interesting if they countered it, whether or not I want to play this Valki. I probably will. I don't think they play creatures, but that's annoying. 2 to Fairies. Alright, well, we definitely take one because we have a Spark Harvest. Deal with the other one. By far the best card in their hand. A little annoying that they'll have the Pact Negation to protect it, though. Gonna get the Valki down. We're just so far from 7. I think good to just get a creature in play. A little tough, though. Yeah, I'll just play it. You can sort of see what I was talking about with, like, this hand's a little awkward. Hopefully we can just, like, we'll play this because we can just put a little pressure on them. If they do decide to, like, Wrath it, we just get to free up our Loris then. Also good to get it play now, so we can like if we draw a 5th land, we could Spark Harvest, then Blood Chief's Thirst next turn to kill the Teferi through a Pact. I'm gonna put the Pyromancer here. If they Wrath again, and freeze up our Lurrus. If we draw a land, we get to get that going. We also have this claim the Firstborn, even if we brick. So, and again, happy to just get them to use the Wrath. It means they're not playing Teferi next turn. Gets more pressure going. Lots of good reasons to play it. Alright, a little interesting on what we're going to do here if we brick. If we hit a land super easy, we just Blood Chief's Thirst, and then sack away the token for the Spark Harvest. Hit the land, alright. Hopefully they don't have another way to stop this into 2 cards. It's really nice if they pack. Like, they're probably going to have to pack, then we get to kill it again. Then we get like a nice little time walk, then they have to Wrath again the turn after, and then we get to Lurrus. Like, it'll be pretty good for us at that point. I think they have to pack. I really just hope they don't have like another like Dovin's Veto and something. Alright, they let it resolve. I guess their plan is to Wrath then pact. The Lurrus. That might be better for them. It's going to turn out way better for them, but I'm not actually sure if they should have done that. Just like because we couldn't kill the Teferi yet. If I was them, I don't know the rest of their hand. I feel like I would have packed it there, but it is going to work out better for them. So hard to say. I kind of don't want to Lurrus. I kind of want to just claim and feign the Pyromancer right now. I think I'm going to. It just feels bad if we play Lurrus in back, then we have to claim, and then I feel like this just works out better a lot of times. And we still have the Lurrus, which is nice to hold on to. We get some damage in. Interesting. Just a settle, Shark Typhoon. I think I'm going to Stitch your Supplier here. Finding Croxa would be real nice for a lot of obvious reasons, but it would let us like Croxa then. Alright, don't hit the Croxa. I think I'm gonna claim the Supplier again. More digs for Croxa, and then I'm gonna Famous Supplier, attack with everything, leave the Pyromancer back. And then we'll still have Spark Harvest up too if they make a giant shark. If they Wrath, we get a lot of triggers to dig for Croaks again, and we still have Lurrus. I just like this, puts a lot of pressure, good against Wrath, leaves us with still some rebuild insurance. Because, well, like, if they Wrath, we'll have 9 extra looks for Croaks, so ideally can lean on Croaks and the Lurrus to rebuild. Like I said, puts pressure on the meantime. I think plays around a lot of the stuff they could have. So I like this play a lot. Sublime Epiphany, okay. Gonna replay it. Yeah, we kind of have to put pressure on. To have Wrath here, it's kind of annoying. They Wrath, we Lurrus, they Pact. But again, we'll have some looks at his, have some looks at a Croxa, which we can hopefully find. That'd be quite nice. Alright, it's not a bad one. The Killer Pyromancer. I wonder if I even... I could just do it now. See what they do. Because I'm fine getting the Valki back. I think I kind of like doing it now. Because then if they like counter, I know I'm free to attack with this because I can't do this. Just care about bodies at this point too. So I like doing it now just so we can know if we can basically what our attacks will be. It's a good draw. If they want like Pact or something, super happy. If that happens, we just attack with this. Next turn, they're sort of forced to time walk themselves. Another spawn, yeah, I could tell when they were like idling this. Alright, it's getting a bit annoying. Drawn pretty well. Alright, what does this card do? This horse would deal damage to prevent that damage, put an incarnation counter on 9 lives whenever. Alright, so a lot of tokens are good against this. Croxa, they could lose. We can still kill them with Croxa by like, because it's life loss, right? I don't think it's damage. How do we do this? Just gonna feign this here. Like I said, I'm just gonna kind of bank down over Wrath on this point. Making tokens is a good way to win through this quickly. Alright, that's very interesting on their part. Kind of happy with how this is working out. Alright, puts 2 counters. They packed here. We're going to get it up to 6 counters. I can lure a supplier pre-combat first. So lure supplier pre-combat, that's good if we find like fame, but it wouldn't really change it because we have 3, that would be 5, 7. Just gonna attack and see what they do. Not sure what I'm activating this. I am probably gonna lure post combat, assuming nothing happens here. I'll still lure supplier, I think. Forces them to basically find Wrath. Like I said, we'll have 9 extra looks at a Croxa then, which could hopefully seal the deal too. Start ripping their hand apart. Find Fame, which will be a good tool once this is already on 6. Alright. To have a counter, we're going to have to get out of their hand eventually too. Could be a little bit better to tax their mana on a different turn where they can use these. That's the biggest argument for holding it. Alright, they have to use Pact. Hopefully we just win here. So I guess I barely know how this deck works. I don't know if there's like a way to... I assume it's like a combo of some sort. They like pair this with something. Yeah, Gideon. Alright, we have an answer to Gideon now. I was about to say Gideon because of all the packs. Alright, so I guess we just put them up to incantation counters, then post-combat go for the Spark Harvest, and hopefully win the game. There's any reason to do pre-combat because we can sack this, find Croxa. Alright, so I'm going to do this in the right order. Sorry if I messed it up. I do it like this in case they have another pact. This will put it on 9 counters. Oh no, I should have done it first because they won't lose once. I should have done it first. I messed up. Sorry, I've never played against this deck. If I do it first, I would have just won here, wouldn't I have? Alright, so now I think the better way to do it is like this. Put this on 8 counters and it forces them to like Wrath. I should have just won. Damn. Alright, so we do it this way. We kill Gideon and we put this to 8 counters. Damn. Yeah, it's annoying because if I did that to 9, it would sack and then post-combat kill Gideon. They wouldn't even lose. Alright, so mistake on my part. Kind of rough. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. To find the Wrath, we're still drawing pretty live to win, I think. Even if they find the Wrath here, but we'll just have to get across the finish line at one point. Use 2 of our Fames. That's the best haste damage. But pretty bummed about that. Alright, the bottom both. Hopefully they just don't Wrath. If they have another Gideon, I'll do it right this time. Alright, getting punished. Find Croxa at least. Was kind of open for that. We'll knock their last card. Damn. Alright, what can you do? Now I know for next time. Like I said, kind of nice that we can win through this too if they just like find lands. They do have this. They have the castle to stop us from getting through with the Croxa though. Use their Spike Field Hazard. I don't know if we have another form of. Alright, this is gonna put him down to 1 here. We could actually, alright, we're going to win here. I'll Spark Harvest away the Croxa, then just replay it. Yeah, we have more than enough cards already done. Alright. Fortunately, it didn't cost me. But yeah, we'll definitely do that right next time. Right, they'll lose the game for having 0 life still. I know how this works. Alright, you got him. Alright, wish I had more Feed the Swarm. I used to play 2, I caught one recently. But I guess actually 9 life is X-proof anyway. But how do we board? How do we board? How do we board? Definitely the devil. To probably have Cage. I'm trying to think if I want more than just 2 Bedevil. Tybalt 2 is an answer. Is it better than Spark Harvest? We saw that. No, we definitely want the Spark Harvest. They have Gideons and stuff too right now. Definitely want Spark Harvest. I guess even maybe consider Noxious Grasp. The Blood Chief's Thirst might be better if they have Narsets. I feel like they don't have Narset though. I also don't hate the Noxious Grasp. I feel like, alright, I think I'm fine with the Spark Harvest and the Bedevil as answer to Planeswalkers. I'll probably go like this. Kakota Claim to Fame. Bad a lot of times against like Cage and Rest in Peace post board, but probably pretty good in this matchup otherwise. Like nice rebuild to Rast and stuff, especially on Arcanist. Can be good for multiple Croaks activations too, which seems like it could be important in this deck, against this deck. Valki not the best because the creatures, but it's just the threat and the backside is really good here. It's not like I'm dying for this other stuff, right? We'll go like this. Like I said, I've never really laddered before. I don't really know how many matches it should realistically take from. I don't know if I'll move it down about 1 each time, but it would be to get to a low rank. Keep 7. We only have 1 land, but we can function on it for a bit. We have some nice tools in the matchup. A lot of good cards. Alright, obviously get there. The rest here, looking to hit like a Rest in Peace or something. Save Thoughtseize just in case they're boarding like Dream Trail or Platinum Angel. Maybe we can try and hit one of those later. And most of the cards we're going to be hitting now are basically all spells, so we'll lead on to Rest first. Hit the Rest in Peace. They've foretold. Alright. Gonna get this out here if they want to use the Doomscar on just this. We have Claim Fame too, so. And since they have Doomscar, Thoughtseize. Honestly, Foretell is really interesting on Thoughtseize. I haven't seen these cards pop up in Historic yet, but. I like Thoughtseize here over Croaks, I think, and definitely not going to Claim to Fame until I can make sure they won't get Wrath. They got it. Yeah, I like Thoughtseize. We're just gonna hit the Wrath, so assuming, yeah. Narset, alright. Alright, so they do have Narset. Would love to draw a Swamp here. Would absolutely love it. Narset, honestly, pretty fantastic draw on their side, but still liking our odds. Opponent is allowed to draw cards. Alright, we miss. They have a Doomscar that they can't cast. Unless they find the land. Alright, I like just playing the Arcanist here. They do like land hardcast Doomscar. They like minus this again. We just Thoughtseize whatever good card they get. We're really not in bad shape either. So Game's still looking fine for us. If they don't get rid of this, we just rip apart their hand again. Only really annoying if they like draw land into like minus the ferry or something would be bad, but it's kind of interesting. Are they not gonna minus because they don't want to leave it on dead? What do we do? Yeah, I'm not even particularly bothered by. I don't think the Narset's going to be a big deal here. We'll Thoughtseize over the rest, just in case they like inventory into a creature or something, and then not concerned about our life total. Doomscar is a fantastic card, by the way. Ah, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. Do I have to take one? Ah. Opponent drawing well here. This is definitely how they get back into the game. I was gonna Croak, so I kind of want to Thoughtseize over Croaksa now, just to make sure we get a good card. Yeah, we have to Thoughtseize here. It would just be so bad if they like Planeswalker or something off this, and then not so bad, but like this way just works out better for us most of the time. Yeah. Wonder if they're gonna minus here, right? No minus though. Now it crooks it. We're gonna have to find a third land at some point. Like one thing I really like about this deck though is all the cards are so cheap. You like we're playing a fine game right now. We're gonna have to find some lands at some point, but it's not particularly urgent. All right. A lot of stuff I'd like to not see here. We do have the Devil to clean up Planeswalkers, though. Again, we just need to find a swamp. Another Narset. Yeah, that's definitely one of the more annoying ones. So, opponent drawn pretty well to get out of this, but wow. Oh, I wish I could punish them. They do nothing. They do nothing. I wish. Damn. I guess I like Stitcher Supplier here. I don't think there's a good card, so I don't want to do. I could claim an Arcanist. Is that better? I feel like one thing I don't like about Claim Arcanist though is they like find an answer and then we still. Alright, I'll claim the better supplier. Yeah, I'll claim Arcanist. I really wish we just could bedevil that there. Opponent's not playing dead. They're playing very interesting. Like a lot of their plays are working out for them, but if I feel all right, swamp. Might make the same play here. Maybe Pyromancer's better. Because like the Arcanist, the discard spells aren't even great at this point. I kind of want to just get a board going. Alright. Game's fine for us. I guess no, the Arcanist probably would have been better because of this castle. Yeah, it's yeah, I think I should have claimed there. Alright, I have a frantic inventory. We duress. Finally find the black source too, and it's pretty good. It should hopefully help us seal this one. The inventory, we killed an art set. Brutal. Alright. Got a game. Alright, fortunately the hand's not very good. Take approach here. I really don't want to lose this card. Our clock's not very good. We have answers to the Gideon. Alright. Opponent was drawing well up to this point. That's pretty brutal though, picking up all those lands. So like our odds much better now after that. Nose is itchy. Yeah, they're really like drawing like that. If they just pick up some spells there, like a graveyard hate, like if they pick up like double graveyard hate spell there or something, we're pretty screwed. So I'm getting pretty lucky, I guess. All right, it's not a good card against us at all. Not to say at all. I don't know what the rest of their board is too. I'm sure it could be a fine thing. Like they are pretty reliant on the rest and stopping haste off of Fame could be nice. Probably just Spark Harvest here. Do I could supply or Spark Harvest? Don't think I want to claim anything. Arcanus isn't that good. That mostly lands in hand. We don't have like Village Rites. We actually do have Village Rites. Maybe we should look to get that going. Yeah, I'll do this because I actually think I'd like to get the Arcanist into play. We only have 12 minutes? Alright, that could be rough. This goes to game 3. I might start playing a bit quicker. Alright, that's annoying. We still have a Bedevil still. I maybe should have pre-combat it, knowing that that was something that could happen. But they only have one card we didn't know about, so. Alright, hopefully we win this game. Don't have to worry about the clock at all. "12 minutes should be plenty of time, but I feel like they don't have like any removal spells. I'll probably go with the discard spell here too, just to make sure this isn't anything too good. I shouldn't exile those Duresses, honestly. I was just trying to click faster. Alright, just lands. Dodge a good draw here, and then they can make like tokens. Yeah, they can make like one blocker. Alright, do we have lethal? If we Thoughtseize, they have nothing. We kill their one token. 9, yeah, alright. So hopefully they have nothing here. And then we should, yeah, hopefully it's right. 9, 11, 15, 16, yeah. Ooh, will they gain 1? Should I not have? They might live at 1. Did I do math right? 6, 7, 10, 16. Yeah, when we bedevil, they'll go down to 1. But at that point, if they draw a spell, then we just flashback Croxa. Not going to do anything. Don't need to gain more life. Don't need the cards. Don't want to sacrifice. I guess I'll just do it. Yeah, okay. Because the 1 life isn't going to matter. They'll go to 2 now. They draw something with Croxa, dig up to 3, then die. They've used all their frantic inventories, so probably won't be finding multiple cards. Could I have Village Strikes with the Pyromancer? No, because that's 2 power going through. That way it wouldn't have made a difference. I was thinking if I sacked away the Pyromancer, if it makes a difference. Because then I don't gain life off the spells, but... Yeah, they'll have to... They go to 2 here, right? 6... They'll have to find a way to draw a spell and deal with all of this, which I don't think is possible. Well, it's definitely possible, but I think they used like their card draw. Okay, if they find a Wrath, that's fine. I could have Village Strikes, I guess, but I would have Village Strikes the Pyromancer. But active player, non-active player, Archer goes on the stack first. They go to 3, but then they still die. Alright, so got it done. Weird matchup. Fortunately, a mistake in the first game didn't cost us. Down to 7. Alright, so slow climb. We'll go for a third match. I'm about at an hour now. Like I said, I'm trying to keep videos at like an hour, but we'll get in one more. Just because I'm honestly going to keep playing after this anyway. I'll probably break it up into a couple videos, but we only got we got 8 hours left in the season. Gonna try and finish one. Like I said, I don't really know how it works. If I'm gonna have to like be playing until the buzzer. I've done it for like Hearthstone before, but like I said, pretty new to Arena. The only time I ever tried to ladder was right after for the Mythic Invitational, where you had to queue for top whatever. I had never like played Arena before. I had been testing on Moto all month for the PT in Cleveland. Then like I X5 that PT'd, which used me for London. I had like my Esper deck a lot, so I was like, all right, I get back with like I get back to my house in Vegas with like 3 days left before the end of the month. I like buy my Esper deck on Arena. I like go from bronze to mythic in like a day or two. I just play all day, and then like for the next 2 days I would just stay up playing like the whole time, trying to grind low. And I ended up the lowest I got was like 12, but then I had like a rough patch at the end and gave up and needed to go to sleep. It was like the most tired I've ever been. I kind of wish they did more stuff like that. I actually really liked it. Like it's obviously not the healthiest thing, but I kind of I'm a maniac like that, and I like love the grind. Like I said, I actually really liked it. And then to me, playing Arena, like I liked it because it gave like meaning to playing like Arena. Like these matches like meant something. And that's sort of why I didn't really bother to go back to it after. I tried playing a tiny bit, but I just found it a little boring. But they have like tournaments going on here, stuff now that I'm excited to get into. And like I said, mostly looking forward to making videos. And then when you're making videos and like you have like a narrative of like trying to get the one spot and stuff, it makes it a little more interesting too. But I'm sort of just like a competitive psychopath, and I love to just win when it matters. Alright, obviously can't keep. Fine hand. We'll ship the pathway. Could really use like a Thoughtseize, Citrus Supply or something like that. Would be real nice. Forest. Alright, probably like red green. Not a good hand against red green, honestly. Yeah, this game's gonna be tough. Not looking good. Alright, Valky's good though. Probably gonna be the play here. It'd be real nice if they had something like bigger than this. Bone Crusher Giant would be okay, just to get it out of their hand. Yeah, I like going this open there, just a little action light. Having their best card. Alright, exactly what happens. Fortunately, can't make it. It would be sick if we can make it a 4/4 and then like wall this, but. Alright, annoying. What are we trying to draw? Fatal Push would be a really good one. So we can do this, Fatal Push, block, go down to like 4, then kill both their things the next turn though. It's not a good one. What to do, what to do. I think I'm gonna Arcanist, double block, a Spellbreaker. They'll probably kill the Valki. They get it, replay another one. Puts us in like I said, we really want to draw push because then we could like Croxa, push. Tough play. I think that's like our best shot at winning now. Like I said, this matchup's pretty evenish. Our hand really, the mulligan, we just really didn't have a good hand. Theirs wasn't particularly good either, but mediocre pressure is normally better than mediocre defense. I think this is better than going to 4, because this is just a liability anyway. And if they draw like a threat, this only lets them play like 1. Like they'll only be able to play like Spellbreaker or whatever this card is. Alright, they kill the Arcanist. That's interesting. A little surprised by that. Works out good for us though. We're probably just gonna Croxa Rights claim this here. It seems like the best play to me. If they break, we could end up in decent shape here. Really just want to dodge like Company, like really bad Ember Cleave. Ooh, that was bad. I almost misclicked through that. Opens a double blocking again here too. Yeah, they worked out decent for us. Our rights could have been better, but opponent not drawing too well, so really can't complain. Alright, really hopefully not an Ember Cleave. I think we just block like this. Go down to 3. Not that the Bone Crusher would basically kill us. And if they had Bone Crusher, they wouldn't attack like this anyway. They would kill this, play Bone Crusher, and like this or this, whatever. They would give this haste. Seems like a cleave, but what are you gonna do? Alright. We go to 3. Alright. Could be worse. I think I'm gonna... Alright. Alright, that changes everything. I was thinking about like villaging. A lot of times something you could do is like kill Valki on your turn too, and then use like Croxa to kill the follow-up threat, but this is gonna be way better. We get the Croxa, push, and then one annoying thing about this is I'm trying to think how to not die to Bone Crusher. Because like I'm not gonna want to block Valki on Landware else, but I guess I'm not completely opposed. Is there a better play here? I wonder if I was supposed to like sack, village rights to this, Croxa push, claim this. That may have been better. I guess I'll leave this back. I may be messed up. Attack, village rights, claim Croxa. Oh no, we have to push. What am I talking about? Alright, attack. Leaving this back might have been bad. I think I might actually block though. Is that insane? Because I feel like I can beat this, but if we go to 2, like we have no way to gain life except the Luris. We'll give them a few turns for Bone Crusher. Although, no, I should have attacked with this because I really don't think I can block here. If they had Bone Crusher, like they would just be able to kill this, play this anyway. Yeah, we would have been dead to Bone Crusher anyway. So. I guess I just take it. Yeah, I should have attacked. That was bad. I kind of was just running out of time and on panic mode a little bit. But yeah, hopefully if they like play something here, we can like village rights this away, then Croxa or something. I think I was a little too focused on talking as opposed to playing there. So we village rights this way, we stay at 4 cards in yard. We claim we go up to 5. That's still not enough to flashback. Real tough. I guess we'll do it like this. We'll claim back Croxa. Village rights it away. Alright, basically just have to dodge Bone Crusher. I can't think of Questing Beast too. If not, we should win next turn. We kind of can say, yes, let's go. Played a little sloppy at the. I really missing the Valki attack on the one turn was pretty rough. That one turn I think I was just a little too focused on talking instead of actually like processing everything. But kind of sick. That game was looking a little rough for us. board like this, sometimes I don't know if I like bring the feed the swarm in, but I find like I use my removal spells so often. A lot of times, like I'll just end up losing like a stray ooze. And I kind of just want like the most amount of removal because like killing like something like a questing beast or an ooze like can be pretty important. Like requesting beast, like you'll lose 4, but just like sometimes you don't have an answer and you'll just take too many cracks from it because you don't block it very well. There's gonna be a mulligan. Have to draw too much. There's a keep. Okay, hand. Not bad for 6. Not gonna take 2. Preserving life total is important. Running supplier out isn't too important. I'm perfectly fine doing it on turn 3 to dig for a spell for this. Probably emissary, yeah. Brawler, ooze. Another emissary, hate to see it. Alright, could be worse. A little afraid of a company next turn. Wouldn't be surprised if that's the play, considering they put this into play. It's possible they had like a better play but wanted to do this. Like they picked this up on this turn. Yep. Alright, not the best, not the worst. That's the worst. Pretty quick start for the opponent here, but we can recover. So what do? We supply our Arcanist here. Is it better to supply or harvest Bloodthirst? Probably not. That would only stop 5 damage. Yeah, we'll do it this way. I kind of don't want to block with Supplier because I want it for the Spark Harvest. So we block just this. We take 4, 7, 8. That's not the worst. We could double block an Emissary. I might do that. We'll kill the other Emissaries. Hope they just have red cards in hand for now with no red sources. Hopefully they break for a bit, buys us some time. Yeah, we'll do this. Honestly, it might be better to Spark Harvest. Getting this off the board is better. Yeah, getting this off the board is better than getting one of these off the board. Alright, annoying but not it's the most annoying. Actually, we might just be dead. No, we're not dead. We kill this, we kill this, we kill this. They have 5 in play. A bit of 1. What could we draw at that point? I don't know. Could Spark Harvest sack the Arcanist? That lets us maybe have a little more room. So we go to 3 then. Hopefully they brick, and then we would just have to find like something as opposed to go to 1. And we really wouldn't have. Because then we'd basically be forced to find like a push or bloodthirst chief. Blood Chief's Thirst, because we go to 1, we'd have to deal with everything. We'd have to end up sacking the Arcanist anyway. So I think I'm actually going to do it. It's a little crazy, but I think it's the best chance to win. We find like a Claimed Fame. Oh no, we boarded them out then. I still think it's our best chance to win. Like any removal spell turns out better, I think. Like, what if we do this? We could, because we're just gonna have to end up doing this next turn. I guess this like saves Village Rites out. We go to 1. We attack. We like Village Rites. I think I like doing it. Going to 1's just a little too rough. This like lets us like, even if we hit like a supplier now, we get to supplier, bring back Luris. Same thing with removal spell. Alright, well we lose anyway, but I think that was the right play. Do one of these on the play. Yeah, on the play this time. Let's hopefully draw well. It's been a nice little intense match. Good video so far. This has probably been the highest quality games. I like the last game. I like this game so far. First game kind of showed off. Valky's sick. Alright, we got a good hand. Not the best. We could really use a spell, but we have a good one. Like to see a mulligan. Yeah, the Arcanist Spout just has the highest upside, I think. Can maybe Pyromancer, but just in case, that way if we draw something else, we could like double removal spell, but I don't think we quite have. Maybe that's annoying. Very annoying. If we find like an Abrade. Drawing too many Crocuses. Pretty annoying because like I really want to block and I really don't want to block. I guess just play Pyromancer here. I might end up trumping with this Arcanist. It's not really doing much for us anyway. Kind of want to establish this so we could hopefully find some spells, get trump blockers going for this. Yeah, it's like we're throwing away the Arcanist over them just getting it. I think so. Kinda wish I put the Valki on too now. Maybe I should have. Maybe this was a mulligan. Brutal. Unfortunately, can't Spark Harvest with the Croxa trigger on the stack. I'm really just hoping their hand is nothing here. We could sack this Valki. Kill the use. Probably, even if they hand something, probably what we're going to end up doing anyway. Alright, yeah, we're gonna let him have the Voltaic Brawler back. We gotta blocker for this. We gotta get this ooze off the board. Young Pyromancer is a little too valuable here. Also, we wouldn't even get a trigger if we sacked the Pyromancer. Alright, we're gonna need them to not draw particularly well. But not particularly well, I mean god awful. Alright, it's not god awful, it's not the best, but it's not god awful. Could really use like a Village Rites next turn. We gotta get some action. Like I don't even think like a push or something would be enough. Village Rites. Alright. That's a decent one. Come on, let's go. It'd be so fucking sick if we win this one. Let's fucking go. Good cards. Alright. Would love if this was. We only have 2 mounds in the deck. Would have loved if that was a swamp, but you know what? I'll take it. How many cards we got in yard? Alright, 4. Fabled Passage next turn? Alright. I'll forgive them for the mound if we get a Fabled Passage next turn. Alright, we're gonna go down to 11 here. That's not too bad. Hopefully there's a brick, and I really want a Fabled Passage. I could even... If I double block on this, any land is like... lets me push and Croaks in the same turn. But I think I'm just fine doing this. If I push, I still just get the... Like, if hopefully they brick, then I can even get back. I can get back, like, the Luris or something. We go to 11 here. I'm sorry, 6-8. We go to 10 here. I could double block, then just, like, push this on the next turn Luris, though. That might be better. Is this chaotic to get rid of the Pyromancer? If we hit a land, it works out really well. This might be bad. Alright, what are we gonna do? We just, we lose now, but... Yeah. Just want to see, alright, we're going to lose any. Damn. Kind of sucks they had exactly those kills, because I just wanted to see if we draw what we were going to draw, because I really wanted to see if our play would have worked out. Alright, only fall 2-11. That's not too bad. I was expecting worse, but... Alright, gonna cut the video here. I'm going to play probably for a bit longer. I'll put another one out. Probably either later. I'll put this one out in the morning, then probably put 1 or 2 out later in the day, hopefully showing a successful... run down to 1. I might play for a bit longer, not record, and then like pop in with another one when we get a bit lower, just so I'm not jamming too much of this down people's throats. But Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. So be sure to tune into the next video to see how our climb is doing. Appreciate everyone watching. Don't forget to please subscribe, like, comment. I think those are all things you do and say. So please do that. Check out my Patreon. Like I said, I'm going to be doing like an in-depth guide on this deck. Could probably expect that about next weekish. If I end up doing the video thing, it may take a little bit longer, just because I'm going to need to recruit people to play against. I don't know how people's schedules are going to work out and stuff. So, but check out the Patreon. I'll link that in the description. Would definitely appreciate it. Follow me on Twitter @TheBetterJessup, and thanks for watching, everyone.